This is President William Ruto's 2027 political nightmare as Rigathi Gachagua's ally by the name Major Dong drops a bombshell aiming to create a political hard time for President William Ruto in 2027, and I must play for you that clip shortly, but allow me to inform you that today Rigathi Gachagua, Kalonzo Musyoka and Matiang'i attended a wedding ceremony of one of Kalonzo's sons. That is why there was no political activity from these three gentlemen. But allow me to play for you this clip of Major Dong dropping a bombshell.
Mimi kama mfuasi sugu wa Monyoro, mimi najua Kalonzo Musyoka, Fred Matiang'i, Eugene Wamalwa, Rigathi Gachagua and others wenye watakuwa like-minded. Najua siku inakuja, watakaa chini, wataongea. Wakishindwa kuongea, najua watanituma, wataleta Mure, wataleta huyo mwingine, na tutatoka na mwenye atakuwa presidential candidate na atakuwa wa kuhakikisha hii serikali ya ukora, serikali ya kuibia wananchi, serikali ya kuhakikisha ati hospitali hazina dawa. Juzi nimeona Nyanza wana complain ati factory zao za miwa zimeuzwa kama hawajakuwa consulted. County government hawajui. Ukora tupu kuhakikisha Kenya imeachwa bila kitu. Kwa hivyo nyinyi tulieni. Hakuna maneno ya Wakalenjin, hakuna maneno ya Wakikuyu, hakuna maneno ya Wakamba, but I know when time comes. Yeah? When time comes, sio lazima Mkikuyu akuwe president. Sio lazima Mkikuyu akuwe president. But I know Kikuyus will support somebody else but not mwenye yako.
That is a powerful message from Major Dong, and he began by saying that yeye ni mfuasi sugu wa Rigathi Gachagua, and to me he was dropping that bombshell on behalf of Rigathi Gachagua in Kalonzo Musyoka's backyard. Now, before we proceed, in case this is your first time on the Sport Check YouTube channel, kindly support us by subscribing and turning on the notification bell. We are on a mission to 7,000 subscribers. Thank you so much. Let us now proceed. I have listened to Major Dong's statement, and I can tell you without fear or favor, he was dropping this bombshell aiming to create a political nightmare for President William Ruto in 2027. And he is targeting three regions. 1, Mount Kenya region. 2, Ukambani region. 3, Kisii region. And why do I say is targeting those three regions? Right now as we speak, Matiang'i was welcomed in Kisii region. Even Simbarati, who is in ODM, and other leaders released him to go and talk with other like-minded leaders so that they can come up with an idea of capturing power in 2027. So that means Kisii is now behind Dr. Fred Matiang'i. Mount Kenya as we speak, and I love speaking facts, the mountain is behind Rigathi Gachagua. Ukambani region is behind Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. And that is where Major Dong is targeting that they will create a political nightmare for President William Samoei Arap Ruto. Other parts of the region, they can get votes there, but they must up their game. Allow me now to come back to his main points. He is telling the rest of Kenyans that Matiang'i, Kalonzo, and Rigathi Gachagua will sit down and come up with a candidate that will face President William Samoei Arap Ruto in 2027. because as we speak, the only person that we are sure is going to be on the ballot, I'm talking about the presidential ballot, is none other than President William Samoei Arap Ruto. So if Rigathi Gachagua and Kalonzo Musyoka decides that they're going to come up with one candidate, and I'm certain that candidate must be Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. If it is Matiang'i, I'm telling you, that coalition will not remain intact for the following reasons. One, Kalonzo Musyoka has supported Raila Odinga for three times. That is what I mean. He has supported Raila Odinga 3 times. And now you cannot tell me that he's going to support Matiang'i. That will not happen. Another point that was coming, that he was trying to emphasize on, that was that there's nothing like Kambas, Kikuyus and Kalenjins. Si lazima Mkikuyu ndiye akuwe president. I love that narrative. And that is what Rigathi Gachagua must work on. Because the head of state, which is William Ruto, is going to use that narrative, the tribal narrative, against him in 2027. And the worst mistake that Rigathi Gachagua did during his impeachment process, he decided to come up with this bad narrative. Bora usiguze sijui mrima, something like that. That was a bad narrative. Those who are close to him should tell him that he should now create an environment that that allows people to see him as a national leader, not like a tribal leader. But I strongly feel Major Dong was also trying to achieve something with that particular statement in Machakos region today. I mean Machakos County. One, it was trying to tell the rest of Kenyans, including the people of Ukambani, that Rigathi Gachagua is not tribal, just like what people have been made to believe in. And their target is how can they penetrate other regions if Rigathi Gachagua can now be seen as someone who is not tribal. That is the reality. The second thing, it was trying to address the narrative that a Kikuyu must be in leadership or power so that Kenya can live in peace. It was trying to paint a clear picture that that is a false narrative. Lastly, it was trying to say that the Kikuyus will support another person, just like they supported President William Ruto before. I don't know what you think. You can let me know what you think in the comment section. Now, I promised at the end of my videos to carry out civic education. This is what you need to do. Register as a voter, because right now we have the once the IEBC is in place, because once the parliament resumes, they will have to approve those nominees. And once we have the IEBC chair and IEBC commissioners, make sure you register as a voter, because the beauty of doing that, you will be in a position to elect leaders of your own choice. Then secondly, remember to demonetize politics. The beauty of doing that, you will end up getting leaders that will not steal public funds. Then lastly, vote for someone with a vision. Bye for now. I will see you in the next video.